and go on less holidays and not go out for dinner so often, and then they'll be able to pay their electricity bill.
What advice would you have for renters who are maybe struggling to pay their rent at the moment?
And as a landlord, you need to be responsible, but the tenant needs to come to you early and say, look, I've got a problem. Most landlords will help if they know soon enough.
Speak to your landlord, because we're often in the same boat. We're struggling to pay a mortgage, they're struggling to pay their rent.
Cut their expenses, don't be too frivolous, and just, if you're in that position renting at the sort of lower end of the market, might a room or a small studio, you're going to be only able to cut costs, or get more money and get a different job, improve your way of life. So they're the two things you've got to deal with. There's not much else you can do.
I got told off by my stepdaughter for saying the other day on a YouTube channel that people should buy less Costa coffees and go on less holidays and not go out for dinner so often, and then they'll be able to pay their electricity bill, which, I said it tongue-in-cheek a little bit, but to be fair, that is probably partly true. I mean, the ones who are really struggling aren't doing any of those things, and I do accept that. But I mean, there's a lot of people out there who, in the old days, people would save money. Now it's very hard to save money. It's not fashionable to save money. I think this universal credit is a big problem because, it just makes sense to pay it direct to the landlord. And years ago, that's what happened. And there was much less arrears and problems because it got paid direct. Now, the law is they've got to want to do that. The tenant has to ask to be paid direct.
Which is kind of ridiculous.
Which is crazy when you think about it.